everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Addict Creations. Today we're going to work with the Four Seasons Autumn paper. I've got some pumpkin carving pictures that are needing to be done, and I think they'll work really well with these papers and stickers. Let me grab that. I've got my new microphone stand, so I'm able to kind of move things around on my desk a little more, which is wonderful, and hopefully this will work. Okay, so this is the sticker sheet. There's two gone right here. I think I might just be using these two. These are where I have my eyes on. Possibly these. I don't know. I was trying to use these, but it didn't really work when I was kind of laying things out. So we'll just kind of play. I also have this word pumpkin here that I could cut the patch off. So I don't have pumpkin patch pictures. I have pumpkin carving pictures. So I cut this out using that leaf paper. I tried using Nectarine, and it was just really bright. This one's kind of a little toned down from it. So I decided to cut it with that leaf paper. Isn't that cute? So I have this embellishment. And then I've got pictures. So these two were ones that I had. This was one I scanned in and made bigger. It's a little bit more pixelated, but hopefully she'll like it either way. I have the pattern paper, which is adorable. This pinstripe is in the mocha colors, and these are 4x4. I have two of those. The leaf paper, which I do love, is 6x7 and 4x10. And then I cut these. These are all in the cut file too. I cut these, the notebook kind of paper. And what do we got here? 3 by, this looks like it's a little over 8 1/4, so like 8 3/8. And then this one looks like it's like about 6 3/8 and by about 4 1/2. Again, cut file. Then we have the wood grain paper. We've got 6x10, and we have 5x11 1/4. I tried many different patterns on this for carving pumpkins. And I really like this font, and I really wanted a big, like, bubbly font so that I could put pumpkins over the top of it. That was my goal. I did lose the little dot for the eye. I can't find it. It's gone. And that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe we'll get a dot. Maybe we'll put a heart. Maybe we won't do anything. So I'm going to set pumpkins aside. I did cut this in the wood grain. And so my first attempt was to cut this in the nectarine paper, like I had done for the pumpkins, because they were on separate pages in my mind. And so I wanted them to match. So then I decided just to cut the letters as well in the leaf paper, and I put them over the nectarine. Didn't like that. So then I started playing with, what pen is this? Earth brown shades, the darkest. Made a huge mess. Mainly because of this A. It's kind of a pain in the tushy A. It has, it was really hard to get in there and not make it really, it was hard to get in there and not have it bleed everywhere. So I gave up on that. As you can see, you can see kind of some ink going on there. Then I decided it needed to be offset. So I went back to my cut file and I offset it just slightly so that it would have the border, recut everything out, used the cuts that I'd already done because I'd already put the pop tape on them, glued those to the back, then glued the other letters to the front. And then, like I said, this is black base. I probably should have gone more with the wood grain, but I just left it black. And I'm not going to fight on it. I don't have anything else on the layout that's black, and that's probably why I'm like, if you do it, cut it in brown. Or cut it in this wood grain, which would be really pretty too. But I really like this leaf pattern. I mean, I just love it. And I didn't add any sort of markings or anything on this. I didn't feel it needed it. Maybe someday I will feel it does, maybe some white or something. But for right now, I'm just enjoying it as is. And like I said, all of these are on the cut file. Feel free to cut whatever you want. The only thing you would need to have would be Cricut Access probably for this cut file. This was a letter. So these were just fonts that I made. I didn't make the font. I just made the words. And then this one is, I want to say from Scrapbooking. So if you don't have Scrapbooking, you can buy this, but this is a really good file to have. Any sort of this type of a piece is always good to have. So let me see if I can work this the way I was thinking this might go down. This paper over here. That paper over is going to go over there. That's just going to go over here, these here, this there. Okay. And just kind of crinkle these a little bit because you want some movement on them. Okay, so we want that there, and this. I debated about turning this. I think this is, it's like layout 7 or 8 or something like that, and it had the squares, and the square for this one was kind of over here. I kind of want to see more of this, so I'm moving things around. In fact, I think the last time I was playing with it, I'd kind of even gone as far as this. So you just saw a lot of paper. With that said, a circle would be just as good here. I just had the square on there, and I thought, I'll just run with it and see what I like. And then I thought this there. Possibly even in further so you could see this, because I really like that. And then over here was this little guy, this one, and this one. So this is probably looking a little familiar. If you've seen my videos, you know I kind of reuse some of these sketches that I've created. So I'm of course recreating. We have Lizzie with Miranda there, and then just Lizzie by herself with her pumpkin. I think we'd gotten one of those stencil things that you drew and then you were cutting around it. This picture, of course, is a little more pixelated. So that's kind of disheartening to me right now. My printer is not behaving. I did have to clean the print head and everything because I was getting lines and everything. Sorry. See the lines through the picture? Yeah, so I cleaned the print head, got that all taken care of. So then I wanted to put the carving across the bottom here, but I'm not liking that right this second. I think I want to go up higher and have maybe this down lower. I think I might want to play with this one a little bit more. Okay, and then the pumpkins across it. So that's kind of where I was going. And then, of course, we've got, some of these little tab pieces. We've got some of these little flagged pieces we could use. I didn't really want to go with a border today, and I didn't feel like the leaves really fit in. That's why I was kind of trying to use the banner, but it was kind of getting lost on the page. So let's work on this right side because this one's going to be easy, and then I can kind of think on that one while we're playing over here. I wish that I had this file so that I could make these bigger and have this one as clear as these are. So let me grab my ruler. I love this paper. It's so nice. Such a nice paper. Let's do this at 3. Okay. And then let's put this one on. When I was messing around with the photos, the first batch that came across with all the lines on it, it had some ink that was letting loose. And so I have some ink on things here and there. I was little frustrated today with that. As I've used this paper for a while, and all of a sudden it's just kind of starting to let go of stuff. So I've cleaned the print heads. It's printing better, but still not perfect for what I want. Let's see here. So if we come clear over here, kind of go here. So maybe at about 2 1/4. I really like this stripe, and I like it this way. Not as much this way. More vertical, less horizontal on that one. These are just really cute papers. They work really well together, which of course that's, you know, what Close to My Heart does, is they try to get our papers to work really well. But they also just feel good together. Sometimes, you know, they work well-ish, but they don't feel as good. This one feels good. Every time I'm putting a paper down, I just feel like it all works together. I did go with that Kraft base just because I wanted kind of more of a neutral setting down there. And I'm just going to set these pictures back over here and a little pumpkin. Maybe I'll put the pumpkin down a little lower. I don't know. It could happen. Okay, let's see if we've come to any conclusions over here. I kind of like that down low. I don't like that I've got ink right here, but I have to just kind of live with it and maybe put a little embellishment there. I like this centered on this piece right here. So with that said, let's take this little bits off and let's put this one on because I know that's where I want that right now. Oh, that was so nice. I just got to shove it over. It didn't hit any sort of microphone stands or anything. Oh, so exciting. Yeah, the microphone, let me move it, is now on a little bar that I can move back and forth as I see fit. It's really cool. We were trying to find something that would work in my area that I could also push aside when I wanted to scrapbook here and not worry about recording. And this is giving me the full use of my desktop. Okay. Yeah, I really just want to see more of this, but I think I need to use this piece right here. I need to cover it a little bit. So maybe we'll bring that down for the carving the pumpkins. Let's put this as far over here as possible. And then we'll put this on. What if I went clear to the, no, I think it needs to have just a smidge of the Kraft showing. Okay. And let's put the carving. I'm not going to put it on quite yet, but I'm going to set it over here. I think I'm going to leave the pumpkins off for just a bit. If I put this down here, right there. Okay. Yeah, I like that down there. And then if I put that about there, I could put a little tab right there. Maybe this orange one, that could be nice. Okay, I'm going to put this here and, oops, take these off again. And let's put this, let's put it there. So at what, 3.5? I'm getting better about remembering that I'm reading going up, not coming down. Line that up. I like that. Yeah. I love this paper. Okay. Now, let's move this one back. I'm just going to leave these bits over here for right now with the embellishments. And let's focus on pictures. Let's focus on these pictures. They're pretty simple, so we'll just get the pictures down and then we will jump into embellishments and see what all we can add. I kind of wanted it a little bit fuller of embellishments, but every time I was adding something over here, it wasn't really working. So I'm hoping with now that everything's kind of secured down, I can play a little more and get some better better groupings that I think will work well with this. So I am using Mocha Dark on the photo mats. I will measure those and get those down below as well. I will measure them right as soon as I'm done here. Okay. What is this one? We got 7. Now we got 6 3/4. And we've got 5 1/2. And then these are both, I believe, the same. So these are 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, put that aside. Okay, so it's a pretty good base. I'm really happy with it. I like the feel of it. The colors they just really work together. I'm glad I blew this photo up. Again, I wish they were a little smoother like this one, but I think it kind of balances out. I think it looks good together. So let's put on embellishments. I love these pumpkins. I think they're so cool. Okay, we've got that. Let's put these back over here. Okay. Could go up a smidge. And I think that this pumpkins might distract from that little fingerprint, especially if I put the K like kind of over it. Okay, so I like that. And then I was talking about putting one of these here, and I think this orange would be the best to put over here. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks great. Okay, do I want to put this browner one? I could always put that over here. Kind of balance the tabs across, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I like that. And let's see, what else do we got on here that I could add to this? I don't know. Let me take this pumpkin patch and some scissors. Let's cut that a little less pointy. I like that. You could also just kind of keep that on there, but I think I like it kind of flagged. And with that being flagged, maybe I should add another one of these, but which color? I wonder if this darker color. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks nice. Okay. Well, that gives that a little bit more volume that I'm kind of wanting. Because this is just a one-piecer. Yeah, I know. I over pop taped this. But I really don't like it when things sag in the center. So that is my reason. I really like the feel of that. And I love that you can see this whole little line right here. So let's kind of mess it up a little bit more. And then this one I've kind of been dreading because it's a lot of pop tape. Okay, let's put this, grab this ruler. I think I'm gonna need to kind of make sure that I get this straight. One of the nice things, though, about having that cardstock on the back here is, one, it has 3 layers so that it is very sturdy in comparison. So I probably didn't need to put quite as much pop tape on it, but it's there, so we'll just leave it. But I do like the feel of these with all of these layers. They feel really nice. I did meld the word pumpkins. Feel free to unmeld it if you're using that cut file and change it to whatever word you need to, and change this word, and this one would be easy to change. And then you just have to re-offset. So if you were doing a different style of layout and carving pumpkins wasn't for, you know, your Christmas paper or something, I understand. Feel free to use that file any way you want to. Well, unless you're not allowed to use it that way, then please don't. Okay. Got all that off. Grab the glue. Let's see here. I need a tissue. I'm just going to add glue to the top part because the other part is probably going to be hanging off. And then I'm just going to lay this down here so that we don't have as much glue running around. And I want that K right there. Put that up a little higher maybe. Oh, I like that. It looks a little more hidden on the camera than it does in person. You can see it a lot better. Now let me grab some dots after I put this in here, because I will need something for that. Okay, what colors do we have here? Hopefully we've got some browns. Now we've got nectarine. That's not gonna work. Is there not any browns on that? Huh. Let me instead grab these. Let's see, do we have anything little? We've got a little heart here. What else do I got here? It's kind of it's a lighter brown, so that won't work. And look if I have any retired stuff in here. I mean, I do. It's just not the right colors. Okay, well, I think what that means to me is I am going to recut this little eye for this one. So that won't be on this video, but it will, bless you, it will be on the picture when I post the picture. I'm not liking that. Oh, I did want to look into, let's look at the Nectarine. And let's look at Sundance. I do not care for the Sundance. Let's see if we've got some little dots here that would look nice. I am not loving that either. Okay, we're going to try something. Okay, I like that. And then let's... Okay, like that a lot better than what I was doing. So I ended up using the 3/16 hole punch. These are EK Success punches that I have. I like that a lot better. And then what I can do with those, after I glue them down, I can either leave them with this matte finish from the pattern paper, the wood grain pattern paper, or I can take some glossy accents and I can go over the top of them and make them into more of an acrylic, or not acrylic, enamel dot. So it's just a matter of your preference on this. I think I'm going to go with the matte color because it blends a little more in with this layout. Now we'll deal with the little eye over here. And let's take a look at this one. I think this is turning out really cute. I'm really happy with it. And I get to see all of this paper. I'm sorry, I got the little gookies. And I love that. I love that I get to see more of the paper that is my favorite, because that's why I want these in my books. I want to be able to see this paper that I took all this time to get and to cut and everything, as well as the pictures, so I can enjoy the paper. Otherwise, I wouldn't cut the paper and I would just hoard it and keep it. So now, best of both worlds. Got a cute layout. I've got to see the paper that I like, and I get to enjoy it. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.